Okay, drum head selection. There are lots of different options. There's three main factors that you really need to take in consideration. The first one is clear or coated. Clear is going to give you a little bit more attack, brighter sound, but you're not going to be able to do any brushes on a clear head. They don't make any sound. Thus we have coated. So if you need to do brushes, especially on your snare drum's almost always coated. Now there's lots of different options when it comes to those as well. Some heads have something like this. This is a control sound dot. That's what Remo calls this particular thing. There's a few different options. Some outliers. This one's called a fiber skin. This one's kind of a mimic of the way the old calf skin heads used to be. This has actually got quite a nice brush sound. Kind of somewhere in between coated and clear. I mean, no sound. That's quite a bit louder. I'm not sure if you can tell. Regular coated's louder. Now, there's a special head that I want you guys to know about that goes specifically on the bottom of the snare. They call these snare side hazy heads. They're very, very thin, and that helps you get a nice snap from the snare. So when you're replacing the bottom head of the snare drum, look specifically for a bottom head snare drum, the bottom snare drum head. And then standard ambassador coated is a great head for most everything. One more thing we need to talk about is single ply versus double ply heads. A head like this is a Evans G2, the 2 standing for double ply. So there's actually 2 plies of plastic here. So that's going to be more durable, but you're going to lose a little bit of tone. Those 2 plies kind of fight each other, so you're not going to get as much ring. The last thing to consider is ply thickness. The thinner plies are going to have less sustain. That's due to less mass and less momentum that you can have after you strike that head. If there's more mass here, it's going to sustain longer. So thicker heads, more sustain; thinner heads, less sustain. So when you keep in those 3 factors in mind, you'll get closest to your desired head choice.